Salutations, mortals and children of the night. I am the Vampire Otaku, and welcome to my channel. Small disclaimer, this is going to be the last video in which I refer to myself and this channel as the Vampire Otaku. The next name for my channel will be in the next video. The next video is going to be very different from any other video that I made from this channel. It will be a video of self-care, relaxation, and peaceful vibes. Still gonna keep things nerdy. Vampires are still my favorite thing. It's just I'm deciding to go in a different direction and put more of myself into this project. And along with the many other things that I enjoy, art, music, manga, anime figures, all the nerdy stuff. So without further ado, I'd like to do this video. Alright, if you recognize this bag, then you realize that it's probably going to be books. And if you've watched any of my videos, it's probably going to be manga. This is a manga haul. I went to the Mall of America, Barnes & Noble, once again, and I picked up a few mangas that I've been missing out on. I needed to catch up, and this was a great opportunity to do so. I slowed down on collecting figures a little bit because they are expensive. We got Alter Kotobukiya, we got Good Smile Company, we got Mega House, and we have Fat Company as well. So we got a few different ones for a little bit of variety. A few prize figures too. I love prize figures, but I just really need to step my game up and get some scale figures because I never had any real ones before, so very excited about that journey. But let's get back into the manga journey. I missed this so much. I've been reading a lot for Pride Month. Right now I'm reading Boys Run the Riot. I'm on volume 2. Can't wait to talk about that. I'll do so pretty soon in a couple more videos. I'll probably wrap up everything that I read for the month. But let's get into this haul. So it's not a huge haul. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 mangas here. And I'm really excited about all of them. I was just walking around the mall. I was getting some Japanese snacks like Pocky and what else did I get? I think I got some high chews and some other stuff. Delicious stuff. And I decided to pay a visit to Barnes & Noble because I haven't been in a while and I knew I needed to catch up on a few series. So first we got The Girl with Senpaku Eyes. I had no idea that this had volume 5 out already because They're coming out pretty slowly, but this cover, very nice. They look so happy. This is such a cute manga. It's also in full color. Love the color, is very cute. Not quite as vibrant as a manhwa, but still very nice to look at. Next, we got Bachi the Rock Volume 3. I love this anime. I can't wait to read this manga. I'm not a huge fan of 4 komas. I think that's what they're called, where each panel is the same size and there's basically 2 rows of 4 on each side. Not a huge fan of that, but I love Bachi the Rock so much that I decided I need to collect this anyway. And I'm planning on pre-ordering a figure of Bachi. I think it's from the company Omniplex very soon. So just loving all that. Got a new volume of The Duke of Death and His Maid. I'm actually missing volume 11, so I'm gonna have to go and pick that up. I have 1 through 10 and this 12. Beautiful cover per usual. It's got a little damage on top, so she gave me, the lady at the Barnes & Noble gave me a little bit of discount. That was the last one they had. We got Down to Dawn volume 7. I need to start reading this again because I think I left off on volume 4 or 5. I kind of wanted to let it cook a little bit before I decided to binge it again. Very excited about March Comes In Like a Lion volume 2. I think this has an alternative cover drawn by the late creator of Berserk. I kind of want that too. And then we have Innocent, this big boy omnibus. Look at that beautiful art. Beautiful vibrant colors, amazing anatomy and facial structure. Got the wax seal in the back. If there's one thing you need to know, if it's made by Dark Horse, even if it's a paperback, it's going to be heavy and high quality every time. Dark Horse doesn't really make poor quality manga. And last but most certainly not least, we have volume 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, part 6, Stone Ocean. Jolene Cujo Supremacy. Let's go! Yeah, I love these editions. They're coming out relatively quickly. I knew that they were going to come out a little bit quicker than the previous JoJo titles, but it seems like every other week there's a new volume, so I'm absolutely stoked about that. The faster we get through Stone Ocean, the quicker we could get to Still Ball Run, and I've been dying to check that out. I've been doing my best to not read it online because I want to read all of the JoJo mangas physically, and I'm trying to wait for Purple Haze feedback. I have a feeling that since they're starting to come out with the JoJo art books, that we're going to get that light novel as well. If you don't know, Purple Haze feedback is basically the story of Fugo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Golden Wind. And I believe it's after or like towards the end of the events of Part 5. I could be wrong. If you know exactly what it's about, hit me up in the comments below. But I'm pretty certain it's about what Fugo was doing behind the scenes and then after, once Giorno, blah blah blah. If you don't know the story, I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah. Let's talk about these mangas. So JoJo Part 6, of course I watched all the anime. I've only read a little bit of Part 2 just to check it out, see what the art looks like with the older mangas and the older style of Araki. I'm kind of just waiting for Stone Ocean to be over, and maybe when Still Ball Run starts, I think I'm going to binge read all of JoJo. Like, I'll just literally read nothing but JoJo. So very excited about this. I love the way it's put together. I love the style, the butterfly on the cover. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Innocent. I started reading DRCL, Midnight Children, by the same mangaka. And to be honest, like, the dialogue isn't that strong and the storytelling, but I haven't really gotten that far. I'm only on like chapter 2, but it's kind of underwhelming so far. But the art is so beautiful that you almost want to have it just for the art, like it's an art book. But I'm not very far into it, so take that with a grain of salt. Like, everything could just get way better, and I think it will. It's just setting up for something right now. And then DRCL is based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula, so it kind of follows that guideline of that story. So in a sense should be really insane to read physically. I read some of it online, and it's just such a dark, brutal story. But I'm waiting to see how I feel about it while holding it in my hand and reading it. I haven't even started volume 1 yet, but I'm really excited. March Comes In Like a Lion. I read volume 1, and to be honest, it's great. Like the dialogue, the panels show emotions that I feel like the manga, or I'm sorry, the anime just didn't quite capture. Like even, and it's strange because the anime has like fluid movement and dynamic expressions, but for some reason the panels really captured the hurt in the main character's heart, or the manipulation in the other character, or how one-track minded the stepdad was. It's just really interesting how well the manga panels captured that with just a still art. Like I actually prefer March Comes In Like a Lion as a manga opposed to the anime. And I mean, people say that often. They're like, oh, the manga's way better, the manga's way better. There are many instances where the anime is actually superior. Bocce to Rock, anime is way better. And it's not because I'm not a fan of 4-Koma, it's just because the anime has added so much to Bocce's bizarre character and her extreme anxiety. So much that the manga could never. So it's not always gonna be the manga's better. Sometimes the anime is superior. And of course you have those cases where the anime came out first, like Kill la Kill. Anime came out first from Studio Trigger, and then the manga came out, and then the manga wasn't even finished. It only had 3 volumes. Or Eureka 7. Basically, if it's a Trigger or a Bones animation, the anime is probably going to be better, and it's probably going to be the thing that came out first. But I digress. There are many other instances where the anime is better. Like, of course, you got your classics, Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, and then you have the opposite cases where the Berserk animations could never hold a candle to the manga. So it's your discretion, whatever you feel hits you the hardest and whatever you got the most impact from. Moving on, because that was one tangent. We got Down to Dawn Volume 7. As I said before, I am a few volumes behind, and that was on purpose because I just wanted to binge it again. I did the same thing with Call of the Night, and there's another manga that I just kind of let myself get behind on. I'm just waiting for Kaguya-sama Love is War to just completely wrap up. I think it's wrapped up this month with the last volume being, 28? Let me check. My romance section. There it is. Yeah, I believe the last volume is going to be 28. If it's not in stores yet, I'm going to be on the lookout for it because I really want to start that because the anime was hilarious. I read some of the manga and then I stopped because I was like, this is really funny and fun. I think I want to just binge it. Same thing with The Duke of Death and His Maid. I had a blast reading this and I needed to binge it. So I'm probably going to start over with it because I had such a good time reading it. The story is getting kind of interesting. Like it was kind of like, I won't say basic, but it was simple. And it got a little more complicated without getting convoluted, which is excellent. I love that. The art's absolutely beautiful. The manga's way better than the anime. The anime looks like trash. Like it's an example of how CGI will fail us. It's just not good. Sometimes CGI is great. Like I think Vasha Stampede, Trigun, I think it did an excellent job with the CGI. So I mean, CGI is not always bad, but in the case of The Duke of Death and His Maid and High Score Girl, absolute garbage, trash animation. Read the mangas. Bocce to Rock. It's a 4-Koma. I don't like 4-Komas, but I love this so much that I still had to have it. They're kind of anemic. They're very thin volumes, and they cost a lot of money. Like this is $15, kind of ridiculous. I expect nothing less from Yen Press. Not Not surprised at all. But hey, it's Bachi. Like, I love Bachi. She's hilarious and the band is great, so I'm gonna buy it every time no matter what. And this is probably one of the most wholesome things in my collection. Very cute. This could be trash. I'm still gonna keep buying them because volume 3 was so good. Volume 4 was really good too, but 3 just put this into S tier for me. It was A tier. It's S tier. It doesn't even need to try anymore. It's just volume 3 was incredible. I'm really excited to read all these. I don't know if I talked about it. This isn't a part of the haul, but I'm really excited about it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. The first volume of QQ Sweeper. I've been looking for this for a very long time. People have been charging $50, $70 for this, and it wasn't even in good condition. I found it on Amazon for $9.99. I have 1 through 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17 of Queen's Quality, and I have 2 and 3 of QQ Sweeper, so I just need to patch up a few holes in there, and I'm definitely going to start reading this. This is probably going to be one of my favorite shoujos because the story, the idea of it's just incredible to me. Like, you have people that sweep the bad memories out of your mind. That's genius to me. So this isn't a part of the haul, but I recently got this and I just wanted to share it because for me, I was hunting this for, I don't know, probably 4 months, which isn't a super long time. I've been waiting for Mysterious Girlfriend X Volume 5 for like over a year, and I finally picked that up. And I bought it for an embarrassing amount. And then it got re-released like soon afterwards, and I ended up buying it twice so I could have a good condition of it. I'll never, well, I probably will, but I'm very hesitant on spending a lot of money on a single volume of manga that's out of print because eventually it could come back, and I just feel really silly spending crazy amount of money on a manga when I could be putting that towards figures, which are, in my opinion, a much more expensive hobby. Like, some statues and figures alone are $500, $600, $700. They have one for Dead Demons Destruction or whatever. On eBay, that figure is going for over $700 right now. I haven't seen it under $600 anywhere. And it's not even that old of a figure. It was low key too. Like, it was very under the radar. I had no idea it came out, and I was invested in the manga. And it was just what company made it? I think it was Good Smile Company that made this figure. And it's crazy. The base is actually more detailed than the characters, which is just mind-blowing. But it's a beautiful figure. If it ever gets re-released, I'm pre-ordering immediately. That's another ramble. I'm pretty much done with this little haul. It's not a huge amount of books, but they're good books. They're good quality books. I got some omnibuses in here. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for checking out another video. Thank you for subscribing. I'm really close to my goal once again of 500 subscribers. When that happens, I'm gonna do an entire studio apartment tour. That's what I decided to do. And I'll show you my figures, talk about the manga a little bit, my plushies, my novels, my bed, my couch, whatever, video games. If it's in this apartment, I'm gonna try to talk about it. With that being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next fun video. Be looking out for a new name. Still the same old me, just a different direction. Peace.